No, I'm all right. I was glad we battled back when you're down 3-0 and things aren't going your way, and we battled back, so we'll take the point. That being said, there's some areas of the game that you'd like to do different. The penalties we took at the end of each period, the first and second period, would be kind of ill-advised, and you probably don't notice them again if we kill them off, but we didn't kill either of them. So those are difference makers. But the kids played real well. We pushed back hard, and unfortunately we couldn't get the extra point.
That back check by Shane, as that puck's kind of going towards that empty net, it ends up being kind of a critical moment to get at least a point.
Yeah.
It's just the effort. It's not over till it's over.
Well, you're in desperation mode right there, and they had a couple chances at the empty net and missed, and we were fortunate to capitalize on it.
What is your overall impression of, I guess, obviously we saw what you did with your overall take on the game.
Not much happening in the first. Shot just gets floated to the net and it gets tipped and goes in. And the power play goal at the end of the period is a tough one, and how we took that penalty is a tough one, because that's just it's a skill play that we got to get made. Come out the second period, we made some mistakes chasing the game. When you're down 3-0, the amount of 2-on-1s we give up 2 breakaways that you're just trying to get yourself back in it. So I don't like that we're behind, but I like that we have the giddy up to try to get back in it. But we have a lot of work to do.
Is this safe to say that you're more encouraged by the finish than you were discouraged by the beginning, or does that show?
Yeah, just finding a way to get some life after we were down 3-0 is encouraging.
It could have been a lot worse if not for some of Quebec's saves. That's a 5-4 game. Did you feel it wasn't maybe representative of his effort?
Well, we gave him some, when we were down, we gave him some tough saves. He had a couple breakaways there that he kept us in the game, allowed us to get a point. So, in that sense, he helped us out a ton. He's going to get some tests here the next couple of days, but we'll revisit things this week sometime. I think it's valuable. I think the practice time is as valuable. We'll take the day off tomorrow. We'll practice Monday, Tuesday. We're going to have a full special teams day. Our penalty killing's been pretty good tonight. We give up a couple, but we got to continue to pound away on this power play. We need it to generate more for us.
Had a few third period rallies this year where, when you show that urgency, you're really storming the net, but then it usually winds up having to be 2 or 3 goals down before you see it.
That usually happens when the other team's laying back, though. Right. That's how that goes. Well, they're playing a real cautious game, right? So you got one team throwing caution to the wind, and you got one playing cautious, and that usually ends up being a scramble mode on both sides, because we look like we have most of the play, but then we have it for a minute and they get a 2-on-1, and then we have it for a minute and they get a breakaway, and then that's how that goes. So, but you have to do it if you're going to get yourself back in the game. That's what you have to do. Solid. I talked to him before the game today. He felt re-energized. Went out and game last night wasn't a great game, but played against a good team, and he was all right. And then tonight, I thought he got rewarded for some good work here. So he's a young player, just had to take a step back and catch his breath and jump back in. And now he was, his 2 games been pretty good. I would think that's maturity in a young player. Yeah, some young players don't recognize that, and he's a pretty smart kid. He's awful dialed into what he needs and what he needs to do to be a good player. So he's a smart kid.
Is there any part of the team's play that you think this practice time will be most advantageous for? I know you singled out a day for special teams, but can this be just working on individual skill sets?
Name a whole bunch of them.
And I can put that in the
and then you just put all the above at bottom.